did I do now? Am I f***ing things up? This costume, does it look weird?
I'm sorry, does it look weird?
Lucy LaDuca sent me this outfit. This is crazy. All right. Oh!
What? I'm just getting into it.
Hello, all you beautiful people, and welcome back to The Pit Stop, the only official recap series of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 17. Today, y'all, we have the pleasure, the distinguished pleasure of having in studio a true jack of all trades, all right? She does literally every single thing, not just a drag queen, but an artiste should know how to do. She is a drag legend. No, she's a drag legend. It is the one and only BenDeLaCreme.
Monét, you have me blushing. My goodness. Thank you for that wonderful introduction.
Well, it's not my fault. You chose to be good at everything, so now we're gonna let you know that you are.
I did, thank you. Thank you for recognizing that.
How you doing?
I'm doing well.
Yes.
I'm so happy to be here with you.
So happy you're here.
Yeah, I mean, we get to spend so much time talking smack off camera that it's great that we get to be here and pretend to be nice for a while.
I know, these bitches gonna know all the things that we say about them behind closed doors. Well,
I'm gonna be demure about it.
You better not be. You better not be. What's going on? How's life? How you doing?
I'm doing well. I was just back from New York where I wrote and directed Jinx's Carnegie Hall show.
Fierce.
And yeah, I'm getting ready for a big project coming up that will be revealed soon. Bing.
All will be revealed.
Yeah.
Revealed or revealed? Which one do you say?
Oh God, are you kidding me? You know which one I say. Listen, I still speak the English language like the gays used to. We used to have Oscar Wilde, now we have Miss Vanjie. What are we doing here?
So speaking of one-woman shows, the one you did with Jinx, I don't know if y'all know this, but BenDeLaCreme helped wrote and direct my one-woman show, Life Be Life In.
It's true, and it was such an honor. I was so grateful when you came to me and asked, because it was the first solo show by a different queen where you asked me to help write it and to direct it, and it was honestly one of my favorite experiences.
Girl, you really, because I hit up Dayla and I was like, here's the thing, can I pick your brain, boom, 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 and 2 days later she was like, why don't I help you with the whole thing? And you came on and it was night and day, you made it an amazing show, so I just have to say in front of all these cameras, thank you, girl.
Well, and I just have to say in front of all these cameras that it's an incredible show. I am so incredibly proud of how hard you pushed yourself and what you came up with, and I hope the world gets to keep experiencing it.
They will. So now, you originally competed on season 6.
Yes.
Does that feel like a bajillion years ago, or does it feel like yesterday?
So long ago.
I know, so much has happened on Drag Race since then.
So much has happened also in life.
In the world,
I don't know if you're familiar with that, but yes, that as well. All Stars, I will say, does actually feel recent, and even that was like, what, 8 years ago at this point?
8 years ago. Oh my God, don't say that.
I know.
Are we getting older, Taylor?
Oh, as one of the only queens who hasn't gotten Botox yet, just look at my face and you'll know the answer.
Well, everyone knows how good you are at Drag Race. How are you feeling about season 17?
You know, these girls, I have been very impressed with some of these performances.
I think so too, and I think that for being such a young group of girls, some of them are really, I'm looking at them like, okay,
yeah,
this is great, I didn't expect this to happen, thank you.
I was a mess when I was 18 or however old they are.
Girl, I could not imagine competing on Drag Race at 22. I would have been a disgusting, no, I would have been horrible.
Oh, absolutely not.
Which, you know, I first started auditioning for Drag Race season 6, and I looked back at my season 6 audition, looking like how I did, and I'm saying like, oh honey, like I would come to this competition, BenDeLaCreme, who is she? And Bianca Del Rio, she ain't got nothing on me. Being what I looked like then, which was literal garbage under someone's shoe.
But that's the thing, is the young queens used to look a mess, but bring it performance-wise, and now it's like inverted.
Shots fired.
I mean, listen, I just calls it like a season.
Well, I think we should get into the episode, shall we? Okay. So last week we saw Lydia Butthole James Collins sashay away.
Who honestly, I just like that name alone should have gotten her to the finals.
I mean, you have to give it up for a queen that RuPaul affectionately calls Butthole.
Oh my gosh, I honestly, I wish I'd gotten that honor.
Butthole LaCreme.
Butthole LaCreme. All right, great. There's gonna be a rebranding.
And we saw Lana Gervais survive her third lip sync. What do you imagine she's feeling right now, surviving being the bottom 3 times?
Well, I would imagine some sort of gratitude to the gods above. I think that she has a lot of great skills.
Yeah.
But it's when you hit the bottom that many times and you keep getting to stick around, then it's like, even if you're in the bottom, just prolonging your time there is a blessing,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. But on the opposite side of that, we see Anya Nerve securing her third win. And as someone who was the clear frontrunner on her seasons, how does that feel?
I am obsessed. I love Anya Nerve.
And I did not see it coming. I did not, shortly thereafter, like the second episode, I was like, oh, her? But at the beginning, I was like, she gonna be early out, and she really is anything but that.
No, she has got it. And there's some young queens who have like that it factor, and that's sort of all they have.
Yeah.
She has the it factor, and she has like the skills to back it
Yes.
up. She's not, like, she is a star, but she's also talented, and she works hard.
Yeah, we also got the question last week of, who should go home and why? We saw some very safe, raggedy answers. What do you think, Dela, is the best way to answer that question?
Pull out your own lipstick, find yourself a whiteout. Listen, there are ways around these things.
4 Queens said Susie's name because they view her as the biggest threat. Me doing this in webbed hands is ridiculous. As the biggest.
Here, let me help you. Let me help. Say it again.
As the biggest threat.
There you go.
What do you think about the biggest threat answer?
I mean, why? If you admit that you need somebody else to go home because they're the biggest threat, then what you're admitting is that you can't stand up against them.
Can't beat them.
It's like actually a very bad reflection on you.
Yeah, which is kind of interesting because Anya Nerve is actually doing the best, so I don't really quite understand why Susie is still getting, because even though Susie is good, Anya is good across multiple disciplines, where Susie has stumbled on like some comedy stuff and bitch being safe with Snatch Game, but Anya's doing all of them right, so I don't understand why she is only being labeled as the biggest threat. It's a little confusing to me.
Yeah, no, that makes sense, but I do actually also just feel like Susie's got a vibe, where out of the gate, I was like, these two are 2 to watch.
Yeah. At this point in season 6, when you had made the top 6, did it start to feel different in the workroom? What was the vibe? Do you remember? Was there more tension?
In season 6?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It was, but I can't remember that far back. What?
It was.
Season 6, here's the thing. On season 6, I was terrified all the time. I like really didn't. I was just.
You were not. You were terrified. You don't give it.
No, the whole time. Well, thank you, but that's why Darian said my head was big. But because I was overcompensating for. I was like constantly nervous I was gonna go home.
Fake it till you make it then, because.
Well, then on All Stars 3, I like went in and I was like, all right, we got this, and you can see the difference,
The next day, Mr. RuPaul Charles enters the workroom and he tells the group to pair up with the queen that gets them the most. If you had to pair up with someone that got you the most on All Stars 3, who would it be? Who got you the most? Who understood you?
Who was on that season? Trixie and I got along so well. We had worked in Provincetown together, so we kind of had like a history. I actually grew really close to Kennedy Davenport during that season.
Really,
Kennedy?
Well.
I know you wouldn't think so, right?
Word.
But we really got along.
Word.
I don't know, yeah.
This video is going around on social media of Kennedy Davenport performing when she was 18 years old. Now, I don't know why, but it's in like black and white. It was almost like a silent film. I'm like, what is this? Anyway, that's what I was saying. Kennedy Davenport is a queen who comes across as being super young, but she's been in the game for a really long time.
You think she comes across as super young? She'll love that.
Shade.
That was a question. I'm just fact-finding.
Sam Starr is visibly upset that Lexi chooses Anya for the queen that gets the most, because they've been becoming friends in the workroom. It looks like she's upset that Lexi is doing this with her. Is that smart of Lexi to be pairing up with Anya instead of Sam Starr, her best friend?
Well, I don't really believe in the whole like alliance thing. If it feels like in this moment you're like feeling the vibe of this other queen, then like go for it, I mean, and the challenges are the challenges, and pick the person that you think that team is gonna make the most sense. Like, I mean, I get it, but that's also just like not what the game is
It's
about.
not.
You know?
It's not. It's
Yeah.
not. For the mini challenge, the queens have to write each other's drag race bio, filling in blanks. Very Mad Libs. The mini challenge was cute. I thought that was cute.
Jules was so funny in that, and I was actually surprised that she rose so far above everybody else. Because, like, yes, it's a Mad Libs, but she made it into something legitimately like cohesive and hilarious.
I agree. Jules did a really good job. Jules quite often surprises me on this show.
Yeah.
Not for any reason, but I'm just always like, oh wow, like I'm surprised that she did so well in this.
I feel the same way because she has consistently impressed me.
Yeah.
And for some reason, you know, Anya and Susie are all the two brain cells bouncing around in my skull, but Jules is really consistently like bringing it.
Yeah, yeah. So Jules rightfully wins the mini challenge. Yay, Jules, congratulations, my little daughter. Yes, yes, yes. And for the Maxi challenge, RuPaul lets the girls know that they have to write and perform personal stories in the charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent monologues, the Drag Race derivative of the vagina monologues.
Now, if you didn't catch that reference, because it is deeply clever, Monet will break it down for you.
Well, you know, for these 21, 22-year-old kids, they never heard of the vagina. Oh my gosh, should we do the penis monologues? No, man, I would like to do the penis monologues. That would be fun.
Yeah, I know you would. Which, to be fair, you've only never done in front of an audience.
I often do the penis monologues in my bathroom mirror to myself. Yeah, yeah. About the day's activity.
And it includes an interpretive dance.
You know what? Back in the day, I used to watch Real Sex on HBO. And did you ever watch this?
Yes, but I don't like super.
Do you remember the puppetry of the penis one?
Oh, girl, I remember Puppetry of the Penis.
Oh, like you went to go see it?
I never went to see it, but they were like touring when I was like in college or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, which I don't know, it's not a good story. I never saw it, but I remember it.
Well, I remember someone specifically doing a hamburger out of their thing, and then someone did a camel. You ever seen the camel one?
No, but I can imagine how that would work.
With the humps, and it was kind of, it's very impressive. The person definitely had a lot of material to
A lot to work with.
Yeah, a lot to work with.
Yeah,
It was very
that's
impressive.
helpful.
Anyway, back to the challenge.
Did they ever specify whether these stories have to be true?
No, they didn't.
But everyone went with that. Everyone
Yeah.
was like, this is the time that I don't know, all sorts of sad.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's true. I think it lacked clarity on if you have to be funny. But I mean, it's Drag Race. RuPaul literally says the tagline is always "make me laugh." So I think you want to go silly.
You would think so, but why
Yeah.
do they all go so in the different directions?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I mean, I think my inclination would be to go silly, but you know, I'm also 24 years old. You know what I mean? I'm a little older. I'm a little more seasoned.
Yeah, I mean, my inclination would be, you know, usually I'm like sort of 80% comedy, 20% emotion, but I am a brilliant seasoned writer. I think that this challenge has the potential to be really interesting. Like, I think that, I mean, I immediately actually have to say, I thought because you and I have the working dynamic that we have, that I think we
would
could
be
nail that
so
up.
good.
I think we would really do
We would
a
be
good
really
job.
good.
But it's like we really get each other's vibe. We
Yeah.
both know how to like prepare, but also work on the fly.
Yeah. So the queens randomly had to select prompts from Juno's. So out of Bruno's pink, furry, pink box, the queens randomly select prompts that will be the themes for their monologues, which are as follows. Jules gets out of the world. Susie has learned that the hard way. Lana is lost. Honestly, the jokes write themselves. Sam is triggered. Lexi is payback's a bitch. And Anya is obsessed. What do you think of these prompts?
I mean, you know, whatever. You can make lemonade out of anything.
For sure,
right?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, I don't know. I mean, whatever. You can spin gold out of any old thing.
Yeah, I like how vague they are because I think that lets you play more. If they were super specific, like obsessed with yellow ducks, I'm like, okay, well, this is too, like, what am I doing with that?
But they are sort of like, the quality is different, right? Like, Out of This World is very different from Triggered,
This is
right?
true.
Like,
Yeah,
it's sort of
yeah.
a more interesting place to start.
Yeah, I agree with that. But maybe you could be, I would hear that. I'm like, oh, I'm triggered by aliens. You know what I mean? I would like bend it, contort it to what I needed to do.
Why was no one triggered by aliens?
Like, hello. Which, have you seen all these accounts now people are having on their phones of these UFOs and UIAs, whatever they're called? Have you seen these?
Yeah, IUDs. Yeah.
IUDs. They're everywhere. They just one in New Jersey that was like shooting lightning out of his butt. It was crazy.
I'm sorry, what?
Yes, it was a U08 I8. I was shooting lightning.
Wow.
I know.
I see where Michelle gets it.
Which one would you have wanted?
I think Out of This World. It's
Out of This
fun.
World, yeah, yeah. Also, I think I would have liked Obsessed, because then I could like, I don't know, just be obsessed about something and be like, what's Superstar?
Oh yeah.
Like, you know, like I would probably go that direction if I had Obsessed. I would like go to make that super funny and campy. And
I could completely see that.
But wait, there again.
Sit, nope.
But wait. RuPaul drops a twist that with their pair from the mini challenge, the queens have to do an interpretive dance corresponding to the other story. This is crazy. Is that wild to you? Do you love it? Do you hate it?
Okay, the thing is that on paper, I love it. Like,
Yeah.
I would actually love to do that challenge. But it's a tough one. It's a tough one. It
The
feels
interpretive
like a hard
dance
one to
part
throw at.
is tough for me.
Really?
I don't think I'm a good interpretive dancer.
I don't know that being good is the point. I think it's like karaoke, right?
Yeah, I
Like,
guess.
you know, nobody wants to hear like the theater kids on their night off, like prepare their audition at the karaoke bar.
Girl.
You want to like see a mess.
Yeah, I guess. Okay.
But,
fair
and I think it's like leaning into the mess.
Yeah, the
is
mess
where
of
it
it.
gets fun. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Just be weird.
What would your strategy be for? I guess that's your strategy.
That's my strategy.
Yeah,
Just be weird.
Just be weird.
Yeah.
And we see Susie basically really trying to direct Jules with this dance, and she's basically becoming Jamal Sims this episode. Which I like having a partner, which I think who has strong opinions.
Yes.
And is like helping guide the group, and is like, it's better to give a lot than nothing.
But it also has to be requested.
True.
Listen, as an
True.
incredibly opinionated person, I would love everyone to ask for my opinion all the time, but they don't, and so I sit there and I have it privately, or I talk to you about it on camera.
So the queens start workshopping their ideas. They're finding out more about each other. Before we actually talk about the performances, which duo do you find the most interesting?
It's Lexi and Anya.
Lexi and Anya.
Lexi and Anya just like have, the two of them are so interesting, but they have really different styles, and it's exciting to wait to see how they might combine those styles.
So as the mini challenge winner, Miss Jules once again is going to stir up some drama amongst her sisters because she has to choose the order of the performances. Now, the last time she did this, of course, it was a whole lot. There was so much tension in that workroom. Do you think Jules should just double down at this point and set people up, or should she be nicer this time around?
I mean, honestly, it's just like, who wants to watch all that again? It's like not even a matter of it's not a matter of being nice to them. Be nice to me as a viewer. I don't want to watch all that. Let's get on with it.
Jules just seems to care too much that they get mad at her. I'm like, bro, you are trying to compete for it. This is not Bibi Zahar Benet winning $10,000. This is $200,000. Be mean. Set them up. Be crazy. Jules and Susie, they both decide to go first. Is this smart?
The great thing about it is that there's no expectations set already, but you also have to get that energy going straight out the gate.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you really want to have strong material to get the night kicked off. But really, I mean, I guess if you don't, it only harms the people who come after you, really. So.
Yeah, I mean, I love going first in challenges.
Yeah.
I enjoy the energy of having to start the fire myself. I like that there's no fire before me, and I kick that fire. I have my flint, I have my straw, I have my sticks, and I set that fire blaze. I love that. I really thrive in that.
But I wonder if they had seen the other performances before they went on, whether that would have made them step up their game at all.
Maybe.
You know?
True. Jules does like toy with this idea of, I'm gonna do this and that and the other, but she ends up letting everyone go where they want to, which, to your point, I think she's not worried about sending anyone up. She's just like, I'm going to do the thing, which is smart. Lana Sheree tells us that she was a church mime. What do you think of church mimes? Have you ever heard of this?
You know what? I've heard of a church mime because I do an Easter show, and a friend of mine told me that they used to do miming at Easter Mass.
Yeah, I had church mimes at my.
You did?
We called it mime ministry. And like they would like perform a song.
This is me miming my response.
They would have white gloves on, and there would be a lot of hand movements, and they would just mime what the song is saying. It's honestly, it's very good. If you were did mime ministry, comment below. I want to meet you. But mime, it's cool.
Well, you know, I got another Easter show going this year. Mimes, hit me up.
Oh my God, no, I'll I'll do it.
You want to do it? Okay, great.
I did it for 3 months in church, and then I gave up because I was like, this is stupid.
You can do the Stations of the Cross, except it's in a box.
That would be good. Yeah, I would totally be on my ministry show. I'll be fierce. The queens have a conversation by the makeup mirrors about triggers. Is this something that triggers you?
Them talking about triggers?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
I think something that is triggering for me is Miss Anya Nerve just choosing any key to sing this Amazing Grace in, which is kind of crazy.
I was assuming it was for legal reasons. Like, is it
No.
not public domain?
I'm sure Amazing Grace is public domain. Oh, is it not? I don't even know.
It's gotta be.
No, not if it's written by the Kurt Vile say, honey, they do not play around with their rights.
Oh, that's the truth.
Hello? Although Amazing Grace has to be older than Kurt Vile.
I think the cutoff is like 1920 at this point, so yeah.
Yeah.
The kids are gonna love this conversation.
Yeah, Amazing Grace was definitely like Byzantine chant era for sure. This was 1600s
Yeah.
for sure.
Church mimes and lawyers, hit us up.
Let's talk about these monologues, shall we?
That's.
Which queens stood out to you as the strongest?
It was Lexi. Lexi's interpretive dance was the moment where it all came alive to me.
Yeah.
I feel like she was bringing what the potential of the challenge was.
Yeah, I agree. I think I liked Lexi as well. Did anyone struggle to you?
The rest of them.
I know. The struggle bus was fully loaded.
Anya did well. I didn't hate Sam Stars.
Susie and Jules struggled. I think, to your point earlier, them going first was a detriment to them because I think if Lexi and Anya went first, seeing them as an example may have triggered the other groups to be like, "Oh, that was really good. Let me like try to take a little bit of it in the moment."
No, I totally agree. I think Lexi set the bar, and if she had started and people had really been focused, which I guess is like, I'm not sure why the third group didn't follow that.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair. Okay, Taylor, it's time to talk about everyone's favorite part of Drag Race, which is the runways. And category is ugliest dress ever. And in honor of the category, I am wearing a dress sent to me by Lucy Ann LaDuca. It is her sea creature eleganza, the glove runway, and I feel fierce.
I feel like you are fierce as well. I appreciate what you're bringing here today. Thank you for giving me the honor.
Thank you. Even down to the hair color, I really went in on this look. I want to really pay homage to Lucy.
And you know, she I'm sure is somewhere feeling the reverence walk.
Okay, for this, what would you have done for an ugly dress?
I have a lot of ugly dresses, Monet, but I think they look good.
Up first, Susie Toot.
First of all, I just have to say, Susie Toot's outfit, I saw this and I am like, oh, this is going in the holiday show this year. I am 100% taking this design and putting this on stage this coming December if it's still legal to do drag in public.
I think Susie did nail it. This Susie Toot look, it is hideous. It is like a Christmas tree with a horrible skirt and clunky and this candy cane arms and the horrible wig, although Susie has been wearing horrible wigs pretty much the entire season, so I think that was not intentional. But I think that this is definitely a hideous, ugly dress.
It really is, but it's also fun and it's like interesting.
Yeah, good, ugly dress.
Yes, agreed.
Next up, Miss Jules Sparkles doing 80s prom.
This dress is not well executed, but the silhouette's cute.
Yeah, the bodice is nice, actually.
Yeah.
And like I think the hair looks good. She's wearing the braces.
Yeah, no, I think it's like, I don't know what the definition of ugly is in this situation.
Yeah, I think it looks good, and this was a bad, ugly dress. You did not meet the brief for me. Let's talk about Anya Nerve. You had a visceral reaction to this outfit.
I have never been so angered
Why?
by a look. I don't know.
Because you're vegan.
No, I am absolutely not. I am chewing steak like gum right now. I don't understand why this makes me so furious, but it does, and I guess that's the assignment. It elicited a response that was negative, and I love Anya, but this, I don't know. I looked at it, and it was like Inside Out, just ignited my head.
I think it's an ugly dress. I think she nailed the challenge.
Oh, yeah.
And I think, to your point, too, it's more disturbing than ugly to look at.
It's off-putting.
Yeah, it's off-putting for sure. And I love pudding, but I'm off-putting when I see this one. Let's go on to Lexi Love.
I think this dress is gorgeous.
This is gorgeous, girl.
I love this dress.
I'll say, this looks like Comme des Garçons. This looks like off the runway somewhere. I thought this was actually really fashion and really chic.
And it's like a flattering silhouette.
Yeah.
She's got a cute little cinched waist.
Yeah, girl, this was nice.
And that hair is stunning.
The hair is pretty. This was not an ugly dress at all. I would wear this. Like, I think this is gorgeous.
Yeah, nothing proves that looks are subjective like an ugly dress runway.
100%. So this was a bad ugly dress because it's actually good and it's pretty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Let's go on to Miss Sam Starr doing this like organ internal subdermis look. I thought this was also a nice.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Look.
It's beautifully executed.
Yeah.
It's like beaded like crazy. All of that like stitching. I mean, it's a lot of queens would wear this proudly. And I see why it's not to her taste.
Yeah.
But not to her taste is not the same as objectively ugly.
Yeah. I really want to get into the psyche of why this is ugly to Sam Starr. Sam,
Or is she just unwilling to look ugly? Which feels like very much a possibility, it would seem.
Yeah. And last but certainly not least, Miss Lana Geray wearing a Candy Muse dress from the Pockets runway on season 13. This is hideous.
I love it. I mean, like, yes, it's hideous.
Oh.
I love the way in which it's hideous. I have to say, I think that there is too much of a reliance sometimes on referencing past seasons. This is the right way to do it. This is very funny, and it's disgusting, and I love it.
Yeah, if I was doing this, I would absolutely, literally pull out my sponge dress. Literally, I would bring the sponges out and wear the sponge dress as my look on this. And I would nail it.
Oh, yeah.
Not because it's ugly, but because it's iconic.
Oh, yeah.
Who had your favorite runway look for the ugly dress runway?
Well, I don't know what's favorite mean. Like, in terms of just the one I like to look at the best, it's Lexi's. It's gorgeous. I love it. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Susie Toot for my winner this week. I think it was my favorite because it really hit the brief. It is ugly and hideous, and I can't wait to see it in the Dela and Jinx Christmas show of 2025.
Yeah, I'm unwilling to say it's my favorite because I don't want people to, I want it to fly under the radar when I see it.
Sorry, wait, who had your least favorite look? Who really missed the mark for you?
Well, I'll just go right back to Anya Nerve. Listen, she gave me the full gamut. She brought me through every emotion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Sam Starr for me. I think it really, because Lexi's, I see how Lexi's could be interpreted as ugly, but I think Sam Starr was like objectively a beautiful look. After the judges' critiques, we find out that the winner of this week is a double win. We have not seen a group challenge in a long time where everyone gets a thing, and it's Lexi Love and Anya Nerve win the challenge. Do you agree with this double win?
100%.
Yeah, they were the best.
No question.
Yeah, by a landslide. So this is Lexi's second win, but Anya Nerve's fourth win of the season. She has to be feeling good and flying. Birds flying high. She has to be feeling that. I would love it.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, she deserves to feel good.
Yeah.
She's a girl who's putting in the work on the show, but obviously also has put in the work before she got there.
100%.
And I hope she's feeling good.
Yeah, I agree. But then we see that the bottom two queens of the week, for the first time in Drag Race herstory, Sam Starr is in the bottom, and for the fourth time, counted 4 wins.
Sorry, hold on.
Please, thank you, Taylor.
Say it again.
And for the fourth time, Lana Geray is in the bottom. Was anyone on season 6 in the bottom that many times? No. It's a real rarity. I think the last time we saw this was Maya Iman LePage. She was in the bottom 4 times. Do you think a fourth bottom placement is an automatic send home?
I mean, clearly. But I don't know. I mean, like, yes, but wouldn't you think... listen, I don't know, Monet. I don't run Drag Race. I put my name on lipstick just so I wouldn't have to figure things like this out. What are we doing?
And these two queens, I think this is a good lip sync song. They lip sync to Illusion by Dua Peep, AKA Dua Lipa. Did you like the lip sync?
I thought it was great.
I thought it was good too.
Yeah, I thought it was really stunning.
Lots of energy. I was a little nervous, no shade, to see what Sam, because we haven't seen a lip sync yet. She didn't give to me off the bat a good lip syncer, but I think she performs very well. It's a very nice, she's a strong syncer.
It's the first time we've seen her, so everything that she's bringing is new and a surprise. And part of the disadvantage of lip syncing a lot of times is like you kind of give away all your tricks.
Yeah, girl, you gotta, I mean, at that point you had to, like what, what could, unless Lana could have detached her leg and swung it around her nipples and stuck it up her own ass, there's nothing she could have done that would have been shocking or surprising.
Why has no one done that?
Sam Starr wins the lip sync, and sadly, we see Lana Jarrett sashay away. Did you agree with this?
I think so. You know, I think that Lana is a lovely individual, and I think that she's shown us some great stuff. But yeah, I think it was her time.
And you know, Dela, this was your position on season 6. You were top 6.
That's true.
So do we think?
No. Dela was top 5. You were top 6.
That's a lie. That's not true. 11 years ago.
11 years ago, I forgot. But you know what, let me tell you something.
I forgot, and it was me, so I don't know why you should have.
I'm gonna say this, as someone who was a top 6 diva, top 6 is not a bad position, okay? With this, if she keeps up with this, I was at the bottom 3 times, so she won more than me, but she can come back to an All-Stars and double win with someone.
Absolutely.
I see that for her.
Yes, I do too.
Yeah, and so from one top 6 queen to another Lana Jarrett, I see you, girl, and we'll see you for All-Stars. Oh, we have a few episodes left, Dela, and we started the season with 14 queens. Now we're down to the final 5. Who, in your honest opinion, is winning RuPaul's Drag Race season 17?
Well, I mean, Anya clearly has the track record, right? Like she is the one who statistically is doing well, but I would be really delighted to see either Anya or Susie.
Susan Lynn.
Get all the way through. Really, I just think they're both so impressive, but I want to see Anya and Susie on stage in like a couple of years. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because they could have a double elimination next week and that would still be true. You know?
I
They've
think
made
so too.
such an impression.
Taylor, it was truly a pleasure having you here.
It was so wonderful to do this with you. Wait, you have lip gloss on your chin. Cut the presses. Is that what they say in film? Help.
Ty, help. Oh,
Help.
God.
I don't want to have to look at this anymore.
I'll pay for that to get dry cleaned. Let me try that one more time.
I'll dab a little lip gloss on my chin in solidarity.
BenDeLaCreme, thank you so much for swinging on by the pit stop. It's always a pleasure getting to talk to you about anything, but Drag Race is always a pleasure.
I agree. It has been a delight. Thank you so much for having me in your home.
Thank you. Do you like what we've done with the place?
I really do. It's not as comfortable as your last place, but you know, the lighting's good.
We appreciate you, Dela, and we appreciate you all for watching another episode of The Pit Stop. Listen, we're gonna be back next week, whether you like it or not, to talk about episode 13 of RuPaul's Drag Race season 17. We're almost at the end, girl, so you don't wanna miss these last episodes. And we'll see you next time. Mwah.
Listen, if we start talking about the Snatch Game episode, we are never gonna get to this episode. I
wish I could have been watching the Snatch Game next to you on the couch. I would have loved to watch you watching this. That would have been my Snatch Game, watching you watch the Snatch Game.
claw marks up your thigh. My couch is just torn.
And you ever have you have a cat? No, you don't have a cat. Yeah.
I do.
You do have a cat?
Yes,
Okay.
but I'm the bigger offender in that regard. Yeah. I also take more naps.
Hey, you want more non-Emmy nominated gay you traders? Well, then don't forget to subscribe to the RuPaul's Drag Race YouTube page.